Cade's first 3 years here, you know, he would kind of sit alone, and he was an outsider, and to be honest, not many students would say much to him. He brings a smile to my face every time I talk to him, whether it's talking to him about wrestling or just life, and it's always a blessing to me. But unfortunately, Cade's been dealt with Asperger's, which is a form of autism, and he's kind of had to overcome that, and he never has talked about that being a crutch or a thorn or giving him problems or making excuses or whatever, but it's kind of made it difficult for Cade at times to fit in our youth ministry.
Basically, before I went to Honduras, I was very antisocial. I basically didn't talk to mostly anyone except for the people I really knew, and I just wasn't really attached to the youth group.
But in Honduras, that was a different story for Cade. I remember one day after building, we were all working on a house and playing with children. I see Cade on the side of the road, and he's got his yo-yo out, and there's like 15 Honduran children surrounding him, and they're just sitting there in a maze. And it's just incredible that Cade used something that many people here would think is insignificant, and used it there to bless other people. But not only that, it did probably more for Cade than it did for those kids, because when we got in the devotion time and sharing time that night, we went around a circle, and it then became Cade's turn, and he just looked at us all and started telling the story, and he's like, this is the first time ever in my life I felt this happy and this safe, and it truly was an amazing thing.
While I was in Honduras, I used my yo-yo a whole lot, and basically the kids were really drawn to it. They had never seen anything like it before, and they were just fascinated with it, and I was just really happy because I had never gotten this much attention, and I couldn't speak to any of the kids because I didn't speak Spanish, and I didn't really remember much of the Spanish that I learned back in elementary, but still, I think my yo-yo really brought out my heart, and I was just really happy. Well, now that I'm back from Honduras, I think I have really progressed in the youth group. Basically, I've made new friends, I've really excelled, and I think I'm doing a whole lot better than I was doing before Honduras.
This is Cade's story, and it's definitely blessed my life and my youth group's lives and all the children in Honduras. He's definitely a rock star.
That's why this Mission Fest is so important. So if you could support us in taking us to our missions and our two Honduras trips next year, that would be great. Thank you.